Now, the third most popular question that I've received since I picked up this thing has been, following how expensive is it and how fast is it, is how horrible is it to drive on our roads? Well, the fact of the matter is that most cars from all manufacturers are becoming a lot easier to drive. And that's starting with the $9,998 Nissan Micra, which I raced, all the way up to this near $320,000 Lamborghini Huracan 610-4. Now, it is an Italian supercar, therefore there are some quirks that you have to keep in mind. However, thanks to the Germans, you could daily this car. Supercars are not historically known for being easy to drive, but the last decade has brought many improvements, all in the name of making the car more user-friendly. Despite how rebellious and badass the car is and looks, the Lamborghini Huracan is one perfect example. Its ride quality is impressive. It's no Audi A8, but thanks to its magneto-rheological damper control system, the suspension manages well over less than perfect surfaces. Steering is quick, but you won't end up hitting a sidewalk when turning around a corner. Likewise, outward visibility is not impossible. But this is not what you really wanted to hear. You want to know how crazy fast this car is. This is what you want to hear. The Huracan will hit 100 kilometers per hour in 3.2 seconds, but the numbers are only half the story. From a standstill, the 610 horsepower normally aspirated V10 pulls like the fury of Thor. The RPMs shoot up wildly, the noise from the engine increases, hairs all over your body stand on end, and you're suddenly doing 1.5 times the speed limit. You're worried, but grinning madly. The rush and the push are difficult to manage at first, and cool heads must prevail. The 7-speed dual clutch transmission is a masterful piece of engineering. Not only is it a real racing inspired box, look, tug on both paddles and it drops into neutral. But it's just as comfortable cruising as it is pounding away up or down the gears at speeds that can scarcely be comprehended. You can leave the box in auto, but don't let me catch you doing so. Let's pause for a moment and admire the Lamborghini heating up its car. What a beautiful thing. The combination of crazy power, the transmission and all-wheel drive make the Huracan mad fast. But as we know, power is nothing without control. I mentioned suspension before, and not only can it be kinda comfortable, but the Lambo handles unbelievably well. Grip is constant, turning is sharp, and the car stays all kinds of flat and steady even at high speeds. You can screw up, but you'd be a serious knob if you managed to outfox the forgiving electronic nannies. I did not get a chance to track it, where I'm convinced the laws of gravity would have been defied, but on the road, the car is unflappable. You can try to flap it around between Sport and Corsa drive modes from Strata, but you'll only end up in jail sooner. You'll not be surprised if I say that the Huracan is stunning to behold. There are those that prefer the Gallardo for some reason, but then again, I prefer grunge music to the Beats. I suppose that makes me weird. Let's pause and admire the straight, sharp edges and cutthroat creases that make up this Lamborghini. Some of the quirks I'm referring to are the flashers and wipers that are located on the steering wheel, and lowering the windows is done by pushing up on the switches. Otherwise, the Huracan is all business. It's got great seats, a fat, grippy steering wheel, and one of the largest TFT displays I've ever seen. Obviously, it's snug in there, but the two occupants will never truly lack room. The frunk, aka front trunk, might be tight, but its carry-on luggage size is perfect for the businessman or the bachelor looking for adventure. At nearly $320,000 as tested, the 2015 Lamborghini Huracan LP 610-4 is a bona fide exotic car that may not be as super performance oriented as some of its competitors, but that's what makes it a livable option for those that have loads of money. If I were one of them, I'd likely opt for a Volvo over a Rari, because I'm a rebel like that. Okay, can I start now?
You're gonna kick his auto 1, 2, 3 ball.
Why?
And